Hi there, my name's Ryan McCartney.
Hi Ryan, pleased
Hi,
to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, and I'm really looking forward till tonight.
That's
Great,
lovely.
that's good,
Hi,
lovely.
Bradley. Can you join on Zoom? Because we're starting now. So
Thank you very much.
just click on the Zoom link for us there. Yeah, all right, fine. So we have 12 people so far.
Good.
How many? 2 minutes ago?
I think it would be a good idea when we start if someone could keep an eye on the waiting room as well.
Yeah,
Just
Oscar
in
is
case.
keeping an eye on everyone.
Yeah. Just in case someone turned up a little bit late.
That's nice to hear from Ryan. It's now 7 o'clock.
And
So I think we should start now and admit people as they arrive.
Yeah, maybe.
It's 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Shall I start now?
Some people are coming in. Yeah. Is Farashta in yet, Linda?
She just rang me and I explained to her to click on the Zoom link that we sent her.
Okay.
Okay, shall we start now?
So I think Balu's going to introduce the event and I think he should start now.
Okay, off you go.
Marhaba, hello, namaste, sat sri akal to all over the world, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and etc. etc. A very, very warm welcome to everybody to the first of the 6 workshops led by Inner Vision Orchestra musicians. And after that, I'm going to introduce you to our CEO, Linda Shanson. Thank you.
Thank you, Balu, for
And my name
promoting
is
me.
Baluji Srivastav, yes.
Okay, well, welcome everyone. A special thanks to our funders as well, Garfield Weston, the Vision Foundation, and Chapman Charitable Trust for funding this wonderful series of workshops. And the first is Ziad, who is an incredible member, a core member of the Inner Vision Orchestra. And he has given workshops at Plymouth University and several other places. So you're in for a treat to an introduction to Arabic music. And we have 5 more workshops on Wednesday evenings between now and May the 12th. And you can find out when those are on www.balujimusicfoundation.org, and a series of 6 concerts coming up where you'll be able to hear Ziad and the other musicians also that are going to give these workshops. So now I'm going to hand over to our maestro, Ziad, who you can hear playing beautifully in the background. So over to you, Ziad.
Okay, good afternoon. Good, good evening, everybody. I'm very thrilled, really, to give this workshop and to be actually the first one to do this. But before we actually start, I would like to thank Baluji Music Foundation, also headed by Baluji and the great, lovely Linda, for making this happen. And I also like to thank the funders. Forgive me, I don't know the names much, but anyway, you know yourselves, the good guys. And a special big thanks to Oscar also who really has worked with us really hard to make sure that all the settings are correct, this and that, you know. It's a big, big, big thank you for Oscar. So now, as we got the thank you out of the way, as you probably know, that everybody is on mute. So to minimize background noise. But as we go in, you might need to feel free to write anything for us in the chat. That would be great. And maybe there will be a Q&A session towards the end. Okay? Right. Now, well, I thought this workshop is really primarily talking about Arabic music, some of the basic fundamentals of Arabic music, some of the differences between Arabic and Eastern and Western music. Here, you know, might cover some rhythms, scales, etc., etc. So, and then, as I said, at the end, there'll be a bit of Q&As. But before also I start to do that, I am going to introduce myself. Maybe some, quite a lot of people here who know me, they are, you know, really great fans. And to those who don't know me, okay, my name is Ziad. Now, I am British Lebanese. I have been here in this country for more than I can remember, maybe 35 years. So anyway, the way I got involved with the Inner Vision Orchestra was as a pure chance and coincidence, right? Back in 2012, I was on my way to an exhibition at High Street, Kensington, Side Village exhibition. I'm sure everybody knows about that. And as I was standing on the street, and a lady came to me and said to me, "Are you going to the exhibition? Do you know where it is?" So eventually, it happened to be Linda. I said yes. So she grabbed my arm because, you know, she didn't know much of the area. And then as we were on the way, she told me, "Look, you know, I have my husband here. He's a composer." And she told me more, she told me more about Inner Vision Orchestra. And from there on, you know, we spent that exhibition, Baluji and me, together. Then because I live quite local, near High Street, Kensington. So I brought him here home. I showed him my setup. We had played some music, and he said, "You know what? We are pleased to have you as a member of Inner Vision Orchestra." And you know what? This can't be more beautiful than that. It's an absolute privilege for me to be a member of Inner Vision Orchestra. Inner Vision Orchestra, to me, we are all a family, one family. It's a unique way of life. And then after that, I joined the para orchestra, and you know, when we went to Qatar and the Olympic ceremony, and so on. So without really boring you too much about me, let's start talking about the Arabic music. You know, music has been with us, human beings, for more than anybody could ever remember. Any sound you make, it's a music. Animals, any sound that animals can make, it is music. Anything. So then obviously we have the Arabic music. What we are going to do here is I'm going to talk about the fundamental differences between Arabic and Western music. Now, the philosophy, if you want to say it this way, of Western music is harmony, chords, triads, call them whatever you want to call them, you know. But the fundamentals of the Arabic music is grace notes, you know, and also another fundamental difference is I will start by showing you in real action. Now, let's say in Western music, if we take a scale, you know, C major, okay, that's a basic, you know, so which is right. So this is a C major scale, okay. Now, in Arabic music, well, yes, okay, you guessed it, we have it C major scale, but in Arabic we call it Ajam. So I'm going to play quickly something in Arabic to in the C major scale to for you to feel the taste. دخلك يا طير الوروة رحلك من ثوب مشوار وسلم لي على الحبايب وخبرني بحالهم شو صار. So this is a C major scale. You can see how it depends on melody more than, I mean, nowadays because of technology, but this is something really big. We're not going to talk about that too much now, but you know, we're talking about fundamentals. Now there is lots of chords and integration between Arabic and Western music. So then if we move on to another scale in Western music that we would have, minor scale. We call it in Arabic Nahawand. Everybody knows C minor scale. You know, let's stick for C for the moment, right? So okay. So again, I'm gonna give you a quick song here in Arabic. يا وبنت الشلبية عيونها لوزية بحبك من قلبي يا قلبي وانتي عيني بحبك من قلبي يا قلبي وانتي عيني. So this is a C minor scale, okay? And I'll stop here a little bit by saying, you know, obviously, you know, you have the, what do you call them, transpose, you know, from different places, like, you know, you could have it E minor, E major, and so on, you know. Now, if we move on to another fundamental scale in Arabic music, and here is the difference, okay? So you see, in Arabic, in Western music, most commonly you are going up and down the scale, like tone, tone, semitone, tone, tone, and so on and so forth. Now, in Arabic music, we have what's called quarter tones, okay? And I'm going to demonstrate to you what is a quarter tone. So if we take C major scale, which is do, do, la, 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 la. Okay, this is all natural. Now, the quarter tone will be here on the E. So it would be, if you think about it, halfway between E and E flat, right? So if I give you some, you see, it is different. If we do it in major scale, it's going to be something like, I'm sure you can tell the differences, right? Now, at this point, is there any question at all? Carry on? Okay. So we move on to another fundamental scale, and this is where the the fat bit, I guess, comes in place. The quarter notes, the quarter tones, is called bayat. Okay. Now, so this starts from D. Okay. Very similar to E minor. The only thing is the E will be the quarter tone, and the B also will be a quarter tone. So I'm going to also demonstrate. So I am going to give you another taster of a song in that scale. سألوني الناس عنك يا حبيبي كتبوا المكاتيب وأخذها الهوى وبيعز علي غني يا حبيبي لا أول مرة ما منكم سوا. So then we go to another. Oh yeah, this bayat scale mainly used also for happiness, for weddings, or that you play happy songs, cheerful songs. Okay. Now we've got Hijaz. Okay, the most common Hijaz scale. Again, it starts from. Sorry, can someone read the chat out for me? Linda.
Yeah, we have.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
It's asking if you. Oh, sorry. It's asking if you can get a quarter tone on a Western keyboard.
Oh, thank you. This is very, very good question, actually. Well, you know what? The answer is yes and no. Okay. Now, yes, because let's think about a keyboard, like those electronic keyboards. The companies have to do some modification for the temperaments of the scale, because but if you think about, say, the piano, well, I mean, if we're talking about acoustic piano, that's a little bit too hard, if that makes sense. Okay. Now, I remember, if we also think about the guitar, when I used to play guitar back in Lebanon, you can get quarter tones, okay, by inserting additional thread, kind of, between, say, between on the E compartment of the scale, and then you just put your finger a little bit down, where that thread is, and then you will get a quarter sound. Obviously, that applies to all the notes. We're talking here about the, like E, F, A, C. This is where you need to put your fingers on the thread. Okay. So yeah, thank you very much for asking this question. Now then, if we go back to another scale, okay, Hijaz. This one also, if we start from D, and then we have the E flat, F sharp, G, A. Now B is also quarter note, and the octave octave D. Okay. Now, I'll try to give you also a demonstration song in this scale. الندى والورد مفتح على خده وإن عطيوني ياكي لجبال العالي لهده. So another similar scale to Hijaz is called. Oh, before I move on to the other scale, this one has got lots of love. It's used for love poems. This Hijaz scale, yeah. So it's very kind of romantic scale, maybe. Now, another close Hijaz scale to Hijaz is called Nakriz. Okay. Now, all the notes are the same, but it starts from C and ends in C, something like this. Now, I'm also going to sing just quietly, and also this is used for okay, how's that now? Yeah. So I'm going to sing something here. حول يا غنام حول مات الليلة جيت قول يا غنام بالله شايف حبي فين راح قول يا غنام بالله شايف حبي فين. I mean, we have a lot, but I'm talking here about the fundamental ones. There is also, another one, Rust. Now, this one is like the C major, starts from C. The accidental or the quarter would be the E and the B, and it's going to be something like that. Now, again, I'm going to give you another song. ما خطرتش على بالك يوم تسأل عني ما خطرتش على بالك يوم تسأل عني وعينيا ميجا فيها النوم يا مسهرني. I could go on and on and on, but for the so another one is called Siga. That trust scale also used for parties, for that's my email, sorry. Okay, so yeah, this is also used in parties, especially sitting at night listening to music. That's the Rust scale. Now, Siga starts from an E, but the E quarter tone, and it will be E quarter tone, F, G, and then the A is flat, B, C, D, and then the E also quarter tone. Now, another song will be something like أوقات بتحلو وتحلوي معاك وحياتي تكمل برضاك أوقات بتحلوي معاك So really, I think these are the most common scales here in Arabic music I tried to cover. And there are more and more, you know, that I cannot think of how many, but depends on the country. And sometimes you have mixed, yeah, like what we call compound scale. You know, it might be a combination of maybe Nahawand, you know, which is the C minor, and another thing, you know. But let's keep things now short and sweet and simple. Okay. Now, you know, see, normally what we used to do before the pandemic, and you know, we used to go on tour, and when I used to do all these workshops, um, I was able to get people to interact with me now and then. Like, for example, if I say to guys, okay, you know what, let's do the Bayat scale, you know, I would say, do something like, and then, you know, the audience would say the same, and then I'll go like, E, but obviously, if we do this in Zoom, you know, things will be all over the place. So anyway, you know, hopefully when we exit of lockdown and there's no more Corona, then you will be able to see us for real, and, you know, you'll be interacting with us, and that'll be our pleasure. So now here I try to cover as much as I can of the scales in Arabic. And now, after this explanation, you can see a little bit the differences, some of the basic differences between Arabic and Western music. Now, if we talk about rhythm also briefly, see, I'm not a drummer, as we say, as it were, but I'll try to explain a little bit, you know. Obviously, each music has to go with a rhythm, okay? Now, the most common ones are, say, we have maqsoom, 4/4, dum tak tak dum tak dum tak tak dum tak, you know, and then we also have baladi, still 4/4, but the number of beats and dums and taks, that's what we call them. You know, the strong one, the dum, is the strong beat is called dum, and the less strong one, this one, like, there's tam and sak, dum tak sak, okay? So the baladi one is dum dum taka taka dum taka taka dum dum taka taka dum taka tak. You know. Also, we have malfoof, dum tatak tatak dum tatak tatak dum tatak tatak dum tatak tatak dum tak tak. There's loads, but I'm just here talking about the very basic ones, you know, wherever you go in the Middle East. Oh, good. Yeah, thank you very much for listening. So wherever you go in the Middle East, you hear these rhythms, you know. And as I said in the beginning, because of music, of technology, you know, you can get keyboards and produce all these sounds, and manufacturers have, well, not all of them, I wish they're all of them, but obviously, you know, they make these to make money, and wherever the market is, you know, we're talking maybe some keyboards, some Korg keyboards, some Yamaha keyboards, some Roland keyboards. Also, they do have these ability to change temperaments. And then it's done that way. So Yeah, when you go into the Middle East, anywhere, you hear all this kind of music, the rhythms, those sounds. Now, what I have here is something very kind of, I have here on my computer, I install Logic Pro on the Mac, and I managed to find a way, like if we call it like a workaround, to be able to produce those quarter notes on, using Logic. Um, this is what I do most of the time here. If I am not touring, if I'm not giving workshops, I come back home, and I record music that I used to like when I was back in Lebanon. That means I assemble everything like percussion, strings, piano if need be, guitar, wind instrument, for any familiar song that I like, and I would sing on top. I also sing, also, I make my own songs, I compose, I write lyrics. Um, I have a YouTube channel, and I'm gonna say this, the name for if we have any Arabic audiences here. It's called Lamasat Ziyadiyya, Ziyadish Touch. That's my YouTube channel. And yeah, you see, that's what I spend most of the time doing. It gives me a lot of pleasure, especially now with the lockdown. Rather than sitting at home worrying, yes, okay, we have to protect ourselves, this, that, but we always have to be positive. And I always thank, Baluji and Linda and the Inner Vision Orchestra family for being for us all together. They are there for us. We are there for them. So really, I think I have done. Mm, I think I have done a lot of talking, so I am going to sing a little bit. But this one is going to be on the piano because I play the keyboard here.
Can you sing some Takasim for us as
Oh,
well?
Takasim. Oh, thank you, Linda. Thank you. Okay, I'll do some Takasim actually on the oud before I go to the piano. And actually, one thing I'm going to mention, because I think I might have mentioned it in the beginning, grace notes, in the Arabic music is a big thing, like, a grace notes or something like this. This is a big philosophy in Arabic music. So, okay. يا ليل يا ليل oh sorry يا ليل 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 ودار إذا هني كبروا نحن بقينا صغار تعنا نتخبى من درب القمر إذا هني كبروا نحن بقينا صغار سألونا وين كنتوا وليش ما كبرتوا انتوا ومنقلوا ننسينا سألونا وين كنتوا وليش ما كبرتوا انتوا منقلوا ننسينا واللي نادى الناس تكبروا الناس راحوا على المينا يا دار فينا ضل يدوري فينا ده ننسى أساميهم وننسى أسامينا. So now, actually, this the last one wasn't really planned. It's just the spirit of the moment, you know. So anyway, as we were talking about Corona, and lots of people have kind of panicked to start with what to do during lockdown. I made a song for my Arabic audiences. It's called خليك بالبيت, stay at home. So I'm going to disappear for a minute just to put my oud on the table. Okay, now. So the song really encourages everybody to stay at home, and if you are bored, you know, just read a book, call your family, your friends. As you can see, I'm going to change position here to go to the keyboard. Let me just check. Do you hear my? Do you hear my keyboard? Let me see.
Yes, can hear it.
Yeah, good, cool. So, yeah, so now I'm going to sing خليك بالبيت, stay at home, don't be crazy, we love you, we don't want you to die, stay with us. When you are bored, read a book, call your family and friends, and pray that we'll pass this together. خليك بالبيت لا تكون مجنون بتصيبك كورونا ويمكن تموت بلالك ظهرات بلالك حفلات ضلك معنا ما بدنا تموت خليك بالبيت لا تكون مجنون بتصيبك كورونا ويمكن تموت بلالك ظهرات بلالك حفلات ضلك معنا ما بدنا تموت لو داقك خلقك اشكر ربك لأنه ما عندك كورونا اقرا بكتابك احكي مع أصحابك امك بيك اخواتك لو داقك خلقك اشكر ربك لأنه ما عندك كورونا اقرا بكتابك احكي مع أصحابك امك بيك اخواتك ضلك صلي ودايما قول رب احفظنا من المجهول ضلك صلي ودايما قول رب احفظنا من المجهول خليك بالبيت خليك بالبيت. There you go. So, and this brings us to the end of this first workshop. I hope you find it beneficial and enjoyable as much as I found it so by giving it this workshop to you. And I really, really hope to see you soon when lockdown comes to an end, where we'll be back to normal and touring the whole UK, going up and down the country, and we'll meet you all together. So feel free if you want to chat or if you have any questions. So yeah.
Yeah, ask a question.
Hello, Ziad.
Hello, Balu. How are you?
I'm absolutely wonderful, fine, thanks. Like everybody else, I have got questions and also some, just comments. So this last song when you sang,
Yeah.
what was the scale in there? Da-da-da.
Oh, well, you know, you should know as a musician. No, serious speaking, it says.
I'm asking question for everybody else as well.
Okay. Well, it's a C minor scale. Nahawand.
Nahawand. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And last song when you sang in after Takasim, that was in Rust.
Yes. Yeah. Brilliant. That was in Rust. Yeah.
Top of the class, Balu.
Top of the class, am I? Okay.
Well, you know, guys, Balu is a genius musician.
Really?
Yes.
I don't believe it. I don't believe him. Who is he?
Well, you know what? Don't worry. Don't believe it. As long as we believe it, that's fine.
Okay. Anybody else can ask questions, please? I would like to.
Yes. Yeah, Ziad, thank you very much. It's very enjoyable.
Thank
I
you.
was just going to ask you, what is the tuning of the oud?
Yes, that's who am I speaking to?
Name's Colin. I play guitar, and I just wondered what your tuning was.
Oh, hi, Colin. Hi. You know, yes, that's a very good question, actually. Now, actually, the oud, this one I have has got 6 strings. Normally, the most common ones you would find with 5.
Yeah.
And you know, they are, think of a 12-string guitar. That's how they are. So tuning wise, really, is if we go from the top, you know, from the thickest string to the thinnest,
yeah.
The one that I have here is C, like bass G, you know, yeah. And then F, and then A, D, G, and a C.
And is that the standard tuning for a 6-string oud? Yes.
Not really. Again, you see, it depends where you are in the Middle East. Say, for example, in Arabic, Egypt, Lebanon, yes, pretty so. But if you are in Turkey, the tuning is different. If you are in Iran, the tuning is a little bit different as well.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Thanks.
Can I also, Ziad?
Yes, sir.
Can I ask you another question?
Sure.
You have introduced us to the rhythms, which is wonderful for me too, because when you say, I like this rhythm, but you never told us the name, and thank you very much for that, but you didn't introduce what instruments are used in Arabic world for the rhythm and also for melodies. Apart from oud, are there any instruments you use? And also, second question, I think we inner vision musicians love multi-instrumentalists like you are. You have introduced keyboard and oud, but do you play any other instruments? And if you play, why do you play?
Well, okay, you know what? First of all, you have got about 5-6 questions in one. So
yeah, exactly, because I not 7 because there are 7 notes.
Okay, so anyway, you know, so I'll try to answer as much as I can. So Now, why did I not explain so that you can ask me to come and do more of these workshops? And then I'll be more than happy to do them.
Wow.
So that's number one. So, and what you told, what you asked about the other instruments. Now, my original instrument, I really learned the violin to start with. Back in Lebanon. So then I was hoping to go to study at what we call conservatoire, college of music, music studies. But because we had the war, the sad war in Lebanon, I couldn't do that. Now, my parents were so encouraging and so supporting for me, bless them for me. They encouraged me, and then when I asked for piano, they got me one. I asked for oud, they got me. I asked for guitar, they got me. So I play, yes, so many instruments there as well.
You didn't say violin, dear. We have heard you.
I did, but you were sleeping, sir.
Yeah, I am sleeping.
How about the kanun?
The Qanun, yeah, it's very, no, I haven't tried it yet, but it's also very fundamental instrument in the Arabic orchestra, yes. And think of the nai also, which is very similar to flute, but it's called nai. It's made of sugar cane. Also, it's
Sugar cane.
yeah, sugar cane.
Is it that sweet as well when you play?
Well, you're not supposed to eat it, sir. You're just supposed to play.
But we can hear sweet music, no?
Well, you can hear me, then you get sweet music.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And
See, the thing
Ziad, what is the name of the drums, the Arabic drums?
There are many tabla or darbouk or darbake. It depends where you are in the Middle East. This is one, and then you have also tangerine. It's called daf, and then you've got another types of tangerine. Like they call it mazhar. So there are quite few of them, and in some places they are more used than other places.
And can I ask you, Ziad, who is your favorite Arabic singer and who is your favorite Arabic instrumentalist?
And don't say Linda Shanson.
Well, you know something. Actually, I was going to say me, but no, I shouldn't be saying that. So really, my favorite singer, I've got quite a few. My favorite female singer, there are two. It's Fairuz. I'm sure you know it.
Hey.
Yeah, and Kulthum. She's all time my favorite singer. Very old Egyptian singer. She's the top there. She's no longer with us anyway. And my all-time favorite male singers, also quite few. Muhammad Abdul Wahab, Egyptian, is what we call the master of music. Because in those days, back when he started in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and considering how things were in terms of connection with the rest of the world so difficult, he managed to do a lot of integration and between Arabic and Western music. Muhammad Abdul Wahab, yes. Yeah, he's one of my favorites.
How many musicians you have played with in Arabic countries?
Oh, more than I can think of. I did play with loads, but again, here's the thing, you see. When I came to the UK, I came to study something totally different in music, because you see, when you are a young man and knowing what the circumstances in Lebanon are like, so you really want to pursue a career that you'll be able to support a family. You want to make a family, have children, all that. So I left music for more than 25 years, but I only started again back in 2012 when we met you guys.
Oh, we are very lucky.
Yeah. Well, I am, you know, I am lucky actually. The luck is mine, really. You know.
And where would you recommend people to go to listen to Arabic music if you live in London, for example?
To Ziad's house.
Absolutely, you're more than welcome.
Very good.
Yes, yes, yes.
Very good.
Yeah.
Could I?
Edgware Road, Queensway,
Ooh.
mainly, yes. A little bit of Earls Court, you know, where there are quite a big Arabic speaking community.
Could I ask a question, if it's possible? You know the song that you played there about the coronavirus.
Yes, yes.
Is there any possibility of getting that in English? The words in
Adi?
English?
Am I speaking to Adi?
Ryan?
Oh, Ryan, hi, sorry about that. Yeah, hi,
Ryan, yes.
You know, Ryan, first of all, really thank you for the question and lovely for you having having you here. But the
Yes.
thing is, what I could do is, you see, because if you are translating, then it would lose some of the ideas. You understand?
Yeah, yeah.
Is, you know, I could, if you are interested, I could maybe just write a couple of lines about the idea of the song.
Yes,
We will
that
more
would
than
be
happy
good.
to do that. Yeah,
That would be good. And by the way, I really enjoyed tonight. It was very good.
that's great. It's really lovely
So-
to have you here. Yeah.
And I shall see you. Is it next week?
Another, sorry.
Hold on a minute. So
No.
what is the next workshop is
Mhm.
on Wednesday, March the 17th. That's Kate Portal, and she'll be giving a workshop on St.
Okay.
Patrick's Day. But
Okay. Yes.
if you want to hear Ziad again, he
Mhm.
will be performing on April the 17th with Fereshte Khosrow-Jerdi, who's a wonderful Iranian singer, and Baluchi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, very good. Very good.
Can I also ask you one musical question, Ziad?
Yes, sir.
So first of all, I'll ask you a musical question, then I will sing you a song, which is very important for me,
Okay,
if you don't mind.
of
So
course.
musical question is there any limitations of how many, you mentioned quarter tones in Arabic music? How many quarter tones are? Altogether, I mean, from the beginning to the end, from in one octave.
Well, the thing is, Baloo, it depends on the
Can you
scale.
come close to the mic, Ziad, please?
Yes, yeah. Let me see. Yeah. How is that better now?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Really, you know, you can make as much as you want, as many as you want, depend on the scale you are in, really, you know. It's sad we're seeing some people leaving the meeting, but, you know, hope that they enjoyed.
It's Kate Portal. Could I ask a question, Ziad?
Hi, Kate, how are you?
Hello, I'm fine. I
Good.
wondered, I might have missed this because I didn't hear for a short time, but I just wondered, you mentioned that, for example, your Corona song, that you play it to Arabic audiences, and I wondered if you broadcast it or if you, how you handle that.
On my YouTube
Or-
channel,
or-
yes. On my YouTube channel is
Ah,
there.
right. Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And also, has an oud got frets like a guitar or not?
You know, this is good thing. Actually, I'm going to bring the oud again, and I'm going to put it on camera. And as I do so, I'm going to describe it to those who don't know what it is like, and that would cover also the strings that you asked. Just
Thank you, Kate. That was a wonderful question.
absolutely,
Thank you.
absolutely. So now I am back here. I'm gonna go back. So to sighted people, can you see the oud now clearly?
Yes.
Yes.
I can.
Okay. You can. Okay.
I can see it.
Sorry.
In a vision.
Yeah. Okay. So really, the front of the oud and I'm going to describe it here to non-sighted people, is like a half pear shape with a stem at the top. Now, the stem is where the neck is, where you put your fingers to play the scale. Now, and also on top, there are the keys to tune the instrument with the strings. Now, if I turn it around the other way, it's got like quite a half circle round belly. That's one of those designs. And then what you do is when you play the oud, you put it on your right knee, and you know, it will be on your right hand side. Then can you see here where my hand is, my right hand with a pick? So put it on the right hand side, you know, on the strings you play. And then you play with the notes will be on the, you know, you change notes with your left hand on the scales. Now, string wise, actually, yes, if they are made of nylon and some other material. And the wood is mainly made of mahogany wood, and the keys are made of beech, and you know, it's a combination of wood. It's not only one type of wood, really. And as we explained, so if we take, for example, the C string, the top one, so it's pair string. You see, it's tuned in unison. And the same, but except the bottom one, that's this C, is only one single string.
And oud is very, very famous for no fretting.
Yeah, so you haven't got frets. So
No, exactly.
Yeah, no, so you can play like a violin or something. Yeah, so you can play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you see, here's the thing, Kate. For sighted people, obviously, you know, they don't probably have good ear. There are some dots on the neck of the oud to give them kind of indication where they should place their fingers. But anyway, you know, it's just a matter of personal opinion. I always believe that a musician should have I'm not going to say perfect pitch, but at least reasonable amount of pitch.
So
That's my opinion, really.
Ziad, is it I know, is it difficult to tune?
Well, you see, thank you for it's a very interesting question, you see, because no, it's not difficult, because when you have a kind of pitch, you know, okay, then you would feel that you need to tune your instrument, and you know, it's like every thing in this life, you know, you play the guitar, and you know, you get used to tune it. You don't really think about if it is difficult or not, you know.
No, but I was just because it looks, there are similarities to a lute, to a Western lute,
Yes.
which are notoriously difficult to tune. And I just wondered if it was the same kind of problem, or if it's something that's quite easy.
Yeah, I got you. See, to be honest, I haven't seen or touched lute as in live, you know. But what I can say is, because of the two pair string, you need to focus more. You know, say for example, you know, you are in a gig, right, and you are tuning your instruments. You need to focus a little bit more. I mean, you can't just, you know, try to tune your instrument and everybody is playing their horns, their trumpets. So that's just a little bit more focused, you know.
Okay, thank you.
Great.
So now can I sing the song?
Yes, of course.
Give me C. Zuruni
Daisy,
Ulisan Marahara
oh, you're back in there.
Zuruni Zilmarahara
See.
Insuni Zilmarahara
زوروني كل سنة مرة حرام تنسوني بالمرة حرام تنسوني بالمرة.
Can you explain the meaning of this song in English? And that will explain why did I sing this song.
Visit me at least once a year.
Hey! And with that, I would say thank you, Ziad, very, very much for giving us seventh heaven. And we know that Arabic world is called third world, but I'm sure it's the first world of the music which you have presented to us.
It's my pleasure again.
And also,
Habibi.
when I'm thanking, I should also thank the next to me sitting is CEO, Linda Shanson.
Yeah.
And also thanking to a manager of the Innovision Orchestra, Lindsay Ireland. Which without them, it's not possible. And the other one is Oscar Castellino, who is a wonderful engineer
Yeah.
and also very well trained opera singer.
Yo,
And
yeah.
also, I'm really thanking you all, everybody else, and who have come. I'm very grateful to them, and who haven't come, I'm also grateful to them because they will come to my workshop whenever it happens.
Yeah.
People will be able to listen to the YouTube recording.
Yeah. Yeah.
So thank you, and I hope that a lot of people who haven't heard Arabic music before will be able to go on and enjoy listening to more, especially to come and listen to Zia.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Ziad.
Thank you very much. I'm very happy for you people. You have enjoyed it, and at least you gained some, at least some basic knowledge of Arabic music. And I'm very happy to give this kind of workshop in life in future, and to see you again, guys, in future.
Welcome, and looking forward to see you next year, according to the song,
Yeah.
and every year.
Thank
Well, I
you,
tell you
dear.
what, you are
Thank
going
you,
to see
Baluji and
me.
Linda. It was very enjoyable. Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
Balu, you are going to see me next
Thank
month,
you.
not next year.
Thank you.
I said according to the song.
Well, according to song, but leave the song aside. We
Okay.
are going to see you in the 17th of April concert.
Yes.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Well, we are going, I am reminding here everybody to make
Oh,
sure
thank
that they go there. We'd love to see as many of you as possible.
Thank you.
Bye.
And
Bye.
please
Bye.
log on to
Bye.
please log on to the balujimusicfoundation.org for further information.
Yes. Thank you. Bye.